Myanmar says a constitutional referendum planned for Saturday will be delayed in areas badly damaged by last weekend's cyclone, which has killed up to 15,000 people. Meanwhile, countries and organisations around the world are offering their help. Sun Wei reports.
According to a statement from Myanmar Foreign Minister Nguyen Wen broadcast on state television, the constitutional referendum slated for May 10th has been postponed until 24th in 40 townships around Yangon and 7 in the Irrawaddy River Delta. The referendum promised to be the first chance for voters to cast ballots since 1990. Voters were expected to create a legal framework the country has lacked for 2 decades. The foreign minister was quoted as saying that more than 10,000 people have perished in the low-lying Irrawaddy Delta region, and a smaller number have died in and around Yangon, the largest city. In the meantime, governments and relief agencies around the world have promised more than $10 million worth of aid and technical support to Myanmar. A 5-member UN disaster assessment and coordination team is assembling in Bangkok, Thailand. UNICEF has sent assessment teams to 3 of the 5 disaster-hit areas. The World Food Programme, which is preparing to fly in food supplies, offered a grim assessment of the destruction. Up to 1 million people are possibly homeless, some villages are almost totally eradicated, and vast rice-growing areas have been wiped out. The European Commission is providing $3.1 million in humanitarian aid. The Chinese government will give $500,000 in cash and materials worth another $500,000. Sun Wei, CCTV.
Chinese President Hu Jintao and Premier Wen Jiabao have sent messages of condolence to Myanmar's top leader, the chairman of the State Peace and Development Council, Tan Shui. Hu Jintao says that as a friendly neighbour, China will assist Myanmar in its reconstruction efforts. Wen Jiabao says he believes the Myanmar government and people will stay united in the face of the disaster, reducing its impact and restoring life to normal in the affected areas. Rising global food prices are now hitting Asia. One of the largest regional organisations, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, has vowed to tackle the problem. Amy Bainbridge takes a closer look.
During the discussion on Monday, trade ministers and ambassadors exchanged ideas on the issue. Indonesia's trade minister said although she's worried about the 1 billion poor in Asia, she believed an answer could be found.
So here, that's the big challenge. But in the medium term, the answer has to be in increasing productivity.
Her comments came as Thai Foreign Minister Nopadam Patama said Thailand is dropping plans to create a Southeast Asian rice organisation. The proposal to create an OPEC-like grouping was first made last week by Thai Prime Minister Samak Sundarawed. That is likely to give rice producers greater control over prices, which have tripled since December. But the idea was heavily criticised by senators in the Philippines, a major rice importer, as well as some Thai rice exporters.
I think this is a bad idea. I think this is anti-poor. I think that the most vulnerable of sectors, meaning the poor and the underprivileged, will suffer from this effort. Because what will happen here is that you will have rice-producing nations dictating how the prices of rice will go, and it's already skyrocketing.
The Thai Foreign Minister said his country has proposed holding a meeting on rice in the next month or 2. The meeting would include top Asian exporters such as India, China, Vietnam and Cambodia, and discuss ways to improve productivity. Amy Bainbridge, CCTV.
The Olympic torch relay has finished in Haikou, the final stop in China's southernmost province of Hainan. Liu Haiying, the last runner, lit the cauldron in the grand finale. Altogether, more than 200 torchbearers have taken part to cover the route of just over 30 kilometres. The relay started at 8 a.m. in Guanhaitai, one of the city's scenic spots. Along the way, the torch passed through such famous landmarks as the Seaside Avenue, Wanlu Garden, Century Bridge and Haijing Avenue. The torch now heads to Guangdong province. The torch has been travelling 3 days through Hainan, welcomed by 5 cities. Yu Ying watched the earlier activities in Haikou today and filed this report.
After 33 days traveling through 21 cities around the world, the Beijing Olympic flame was lit on Phoenix Island in Sanya on May the 4th. It marked the start of the flame's journey through the Chinese mainland. China's first short-track speed skating Olympic champion Yang Yang was the first torchbearer of the relay in Hainan province. Nearly 400 torchbearers have carried the Olympic flame in Hainan, running through 5 cities from Sanya to Wuzhishan, Wanning, Qionghai and Haikou. They include big names and celebrities, as well as ordinary citizens. All consider it a great honor to be selected as the torchbearers of the Beijing Olympics.
I could really feel the holiness of the Olympic flame, and I was very excited and honored.
I will always remember this 200-meter run. Wherever it goes, the Olympic flame has attracted crowds of local people whose enthusiasm for the Beijing Games is skyrocketing. They've sent their best wish to the upcoming Games and the future of the country.
I was very proud and honored that the ceremony for the passing of the Olympic flame was held just in front of my workplace.
I hope our motherland will have a wonderful future. Best wishes for the Beijing Olympics. Local people are proud that Hainan province was chosen to be the first leg of the torch relay on the mainland. This year marks the 20th anniversary of the establishment of Hainan province and Hainan Special Economic Zone. People here hope to seize the opportunity of the Olympic torch relay to showcase the significant changes in their province over the past 20 years. After a 3-day journey of over 90 kilometers, the Beijing Olympic flame will wrap up its tour in Hainan province today. The flame will head to Guangzhou, the capital of Guangdong province, on Wednesday, and continue its journey of harmony. Liu Ying, CCTV, Haikou, Hainan province.
And before we leave the Olympics, the Olympic New Media Property Rights Protection Forum has been held here in Beijing, and that's aimed at preventing internet and mobile phone broadcasting piracy during the Beijing Olympics. After securing the TV broadcast rights for the Beijing Games, China Central Television also bought the new media broadcasting rights in December 2007. CCTV.com is the official internet and mobile phone broadcaster of the 2008 Olympics and has the sole rights in new media broadcasting of the event in the Chinese mainland and Macau. Beijing Olympics New Media Commonwealth Broadcasting Union was established and is spearheaded by CCTV.com to prevent any piracy and let more people see the Olympics through new media. And that brings to a close this edition of Worldwide Watch on CCTV International.